Chris Popper, joined here by Robin Jones at the Historic Korean Theater. As we move from September to October,
yes,
there is a key word, and that is beetle.
Oh, that's the word. Right, beetle. We've got so much to do with various types of beetles, but first I wanted to mention that Thursday night we're going to have at 7 o'clock our annual Manhattan Shorts Film Festival. I always describe it the same way. It's the American Idol of short film festival competitions.
So you're the judge.
Exactly. And anybody who shows up and watches these 9 incredible films from around the world, short films, will be part of over 100,000 cinemas across the country and around the world who are participating. You'll be joining with everybody who's seeing these films in the next few days to vote, and the results will be announced in the first week of October. It's always a lot of fun, and you usually see some of those shorts nominated for the Best Short Film Oscar in the following year.
You don't have to wear shorts.
No, no, I was asked never to wear shorts again, but that's more of a personal family thing.
All right, so Beatles. Tell me about Beatles.
Oh, well, the Beatles, you know, when I was playing with John, Paul, and George, and Ringo, I was what was known, Chris, as the 27th Beatle. Down the line, Bast, Beat Best, and all the others, then they would call me occasionally. No, this is a group of people who do a great Beatles cover band tribute. And what they do that's kind of interesting is, you know, the Beatles started out as kind of a cover band themselves. Yeah. They would do a lot of the great American R&B and early rock and roll hits that they love so much. And so what this group does is does just the first 2 or 3 years of the Beatles' recording career, where they do what we tend to think of as the early Beatles dance music for the most part. Things like She Loves You, obviously, Please Please Me, and so on and so forth. But also Twist and Shout and other American R&B and rock and roll songs they really loved a lot too. They do a great roll over Beethoven. Anyway, we've got them. They're called Studio 2, and they'll be here Friday night at 7 o'clock. Now, these guys are amazing. You want to get here early and bring 20 of your closest friends. If you don't have 20 close friends, make them before Friday night, and we'll be happy to see all of you here rocking out in the seats, maybe even in the orchestra pit for Studio 2.
All right. And then Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Well, don't say it again.
You can say it one more time.
Okay, Beetlejuice. But not again.
Third time.
No, okay. All right, so we're really happy to have as part of our year-long tribute to 80s movies. It's our 80th anniversary, and we're only charging 80 cents a ticket for...
For this movie?
Yeah. You know that?
I'm not going to say the name.
Don't say it. But it stars Michael Keaton and Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis.
It's one of the
and Winona Ryder
movies, and you're doing it in special.
We've got a special screening because it's also the 30th anniversary of this movie. That maybe I shouldn't say the name again.
If you say the first part, I can say the second.
This movie called
Beetlejuice.
Okay, so we're showing it. We're really happy to have a 4K restored high def screening of this movie, and our good friends at Hot Topic are going to help us out with that. They'll be here in the lobby selling merchandise from this film, starring Michael Keaton and Jeffrey Sandworm, directed by Tim Burton. It's a terrific movie, a lot of fun. Bring everybody that you know in your town to this movie.
What night is this?
Oh, this is Friday, October 5th.
And 80 cents.
80 cents a ticket. 7 o'clock.
Popcorn costs more than the movie.
Popcorn does cost more than we're actually charging $80 for the popcorn. So, you know, it's just a balance, but it's really good popcorn. Yeah. So we hope to see you there for that as well. I do want to mention this other thing's coming up this coming Saturday night, September 29th. We're showing a special screening of our audience really loves British movies that take place in a different historical period a lot. And boy, have we got one coming up this coming Saturday night at 7 o'clock. It's called The Bookshop. It's co-sponsored by Blue Hill Books in Blue Hill, Maine. The wonderful and talented Samantha, who runs that place, is happy to help us out with this. And it's a good thing, too, because this is the end of National Banned Book Week, and the Bookshop is based on an international bestseller about a bookshop that opens in a little small village in England in the 50s that sells Fahrenheit 451, which was banned, Lolita, which was banned, and the uproar that causes in the community. It stars those great actors, Emily Mortimer, who you'll see as the adult Jane in Mary Poppins Returns pretty soon, as well as one of my favorite British character actors, Bill Nighy. I hope to see everybody this coming Saturday night, 7 o'clock, where we'll be helped out by not only Blue Hill Books, but also the Ellsworth Public Library. It's a great time to show your support for anti-censorship, as well as seeing a great little movie from Britain as only they can make them. And are you an actor in the community? Are you an actor in the community?
I portray people, but am not an accomplished actor.
Well, if you're an actor in the community, you want to get on stage and portray the fantastic characters from the fantastic world of Lewis Carroll, come by this Saturday. And this will be Saturday in the afternoon from 1 to 3, or Sunday in the afternoon from 1 to 3, and audition for our executive director, Nick Turner's adaptation of Alice Through the Looking Glass. Last year we put on an amazing production. This year the bar is set pretty high. We're going to meet it and re-raise it a little bit with original music from Mark Tipton and his Le Saucier Perdue Jazz Quartet. With dancing from Northern Lights Dance Arts, and then with acting, hopefully, from you. So we'd love to see a gajillion people come out and audition for this great show.
All right, and then, of course, there's Annie coming up in October.
There's Annie coming up in October. We have our first Cinegrant, our last first Cinegrant of 2018 will be Ocean's 8, starring 8 great actresses. Sandra Bullock, Cate Blanchett, Mindy Kaling, Sarah Paulson, Aquafina, Rhiannon Giddens. Who else have I left out? Oh, Helena Bonham Carter, Anne Hathaway. How could I forget Anne Hathaway? So many great, talented actors and actresses in this movie. And I hope to see a ton of people out. That would be October 4th, Thursday night, October 4th at 7:30, or Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock, October 5th.
Right.
See why we sat down in the chairs?
Yes.
I was weighted down with this information.
All right. So much happening. Go to the website, grandonline.org. You can always call the box office, 667-9500.
Yes.
For all things Grand. Thanks for watching. Check out all the other videos we have on the WDA YouTube channel.
I'm so tired. Just